In the tranquil suburban town of Oakwood, nestled amid rolling hills and quiet streets, lived Jesse and David Carter. Their lives were simple and content, marked by love, routine, and the joyful chaos brought by their loyal golden retriever, Benji. The arrival of their daughter, Lily, added a new layer of happiness and a sense of completeness to their family. Benji, with his expressive eyes and playful demeanor, was more than just a pet. He was a cherished family member. And his protective nature had always been evident, but with Lily's arrival, it seemed to intensify in ways that baffled Jesse and David. From the moment they brought their baby girl home, Benji refused to let her out of his sight. But before we start, smash the like button and make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and hit that notification bell so that you won't miss any new stories. He would not allow her to sleep alone, and if separated from her, his barking would turn incessant, echoing through the quiet night with an urgency that was both puzzling and alarming. The Carters were initially touched by Benji's devotion. His unwavering vigilance was seen as a sweet, albeit intense, form of affection. However, as days turned into weeks, Benji's behavior grew increasingly erratic. He would sit by Lily's crib, his eyes darting to and fro, his body tense as if expecting an imminent threat. At night, his barking would escalate to frantic howls whenever Jesse or David attempted to move him from Lily's room. Jesse, concerned for their daughter's sleep and well-being, discussed Benji's peculiar behavior with David. Theories ranged from the mundane to the bizarre. Could it be jealousy? Was Benji trying to assert his place in the family hierarchy? Or was he sensing something they couldn't perceive? In search of answers, they visited Dr. Harper, the family vet. After a thorough examination, Dr. Harper found nothing physically wrong with Benji. He suggested that the dog might be reacting to some unnoticed anomaly in the environment or something unusual about the baby herself. This ambiguous explanation left the Carters even more perplexed and anxious. The situation escalated when Jesse began noticing strange occurrences around the house. Personal items seemed to shift positions, subtle yet unsettling signs that someone might have been in their home. At first, she dismissed these thoughts as postpartum anxiety, but when David found their home security cameras' nightly footage mysteriously deleted, the couple realized something more sinister might be afoot. David, determined to get to the bottom of the mystery, installed a new set of covert cameras throughout the house. This time, he ensured that the footage was backed up to a hidden external drive inaccessible to anyone but him. He was ready to catch the unseen force that seemed to be disturbing their peace. Days passed with nothing out of the ordinary until one fateful night. Benji's behavior had been particularly frantic, and his barking reached a fever pitch. As Jesse tried to calm him down, David reviewed the footage, his heart pounding with anticipation and dread. What he saw left him paralyzed with shock and fear. In the dim light of the nursery, an intruder shrouded in darkness appeared on the screen. The figure moved with stealth and precision, bypassing the main entrance, ending straight for Lily's room. The intruder was none other than Anne, Jesse's best friend, and a frequent visitor to their home. David's mind raced, trying to comprehend the sight before him. Why would Anne, someone they trusted implicitly, be sneaking into their home in the dead of night? His initial confusion quickly turned into anger and betrayal. He rushed to Jesse, who was equally devastated by the revelation. Jesse had known Anne for years. They had shared countless memories and moments of laughter and support. The idea that Anne could be involved in something sinister seemed unfathomable, but the evidence was irrefutable. Benji's behavior suddenly made sense. He had been trying to protect Lily from a threat that the Carters were completely unaware of. On the next morning, David and Jesse confronted Anne, who vehemently denied any wrongdoing. Her reaction seemed sincere, and for a moment, doubt crept into David's mind. Could there be an explanation? But when Benji growled and barked ferociously at Anne, it was clear that their loyal dog sensed danger and deceit. With a heavy heart, David contacted the authorities. The police arrived swiftly, understanding the gravity of the situation, as they combed through the house. Benji's behavior caught their attention. The dog led them to a section in the wall behind the nursery, barking and scratching at it with relentless intensity. The officers removed a panel to reveal a hidden compartment containing a small safe. Inside, they found documents, cash, and a set of sophisticated spying equipment. The evidence pointed to something far more sinister than mere theft or a personal vendetta. The discovery was a shock to Jesse and David, but the revelations that followed were even more disturbing. The police identified Anne as Elizabeth Holmes, an international spy working undercover to gather information on David's company, a firm that handled sensitive national security data. depth of the deception was staggering. Elizabeth had embedded herself in their lives, gaining their trust and accessing classified information through her seemingly benign visits. The realization of the true nature of Answer of Anne's, or rather Elizabeth's, intentions hit the Carters hard. Jessie, in particular, struggled to reconcile the image of her trusted friend with that of a cold-hearted spy. The betrayal cut deep, and the emotional toll was immense. Benji's role in the unfolding drama became a focal point of admiration and gratitude, and his instincts and unwavering loyalty had saved the family from a potentially catastrophic breach of security. The authorities commended Benji for his vigilance, and he was hailed as a hero not just by the Carters but by the entire community. As the police took Elizabeth into custody, Jessie and David grappled with the aftermath of the ordeal. Their home, once a sanctuary of peace and happiness, had been tainted by betrayal and danger. The knowledge that their trusted friend had harbored such sinister intentions was a bitter pill to swallow. The community of Oakwood rallied around the Carters, offering support and solidarity in their time of need. The local news picked up the story, and Benji's heroics were celebrated far and wide. The golden retriever, with his keen senses and steadfast devotion, had protected the family in a way that no one could have anticipated. In the weeks that followed, the Carters worked to rebuild their sense of security and trust. They installed new security systems and took additional measures to ensure their home's safety. Jessie and David were determined to move forward, but the shadow of Elizabeth's betrayal lingered, a reminder of the fragility of trust and the ever-present need for vigilance. As Lily grew, she remained blissfully unaware of the danger she had faced. Benji, ever her loyal protector, stayed by her side, his eyes ever watchful. The bond between the little girl and her canine guardian only deepened, a testament to the enduring power of loyalty and love. For the Carters, life would never be quite the same. The experience had left an indelible mark on their hearts and minds, a stark reminder of the unseen dangers that can lurk behind even the most familiar faces. Yet, amidst the fear and betrayal, there was a silver lining. They had learned the true value of loyalty, embodied in the form of their brave, loving dog, Benji. In the end, it was Benji's unyielding devotion that had uncovered a web of deceit and espionage, safeguarding the family and proving once again that sometimes the most unlikely heroes are found not in capes and masks, but in the quiet, watchful eyes of a loyal friend.